It's Aaron Ross again. This is video number 2 of unveiling Predictable University. And this is about what people get basically completely or totally wrong about predictable revenue and cold calling 2.0. And of course, not everybody, but pretty commonly. And the thing that people get really wrong about this is this, again, obsession about referral emails or email templates. Sometimes they work great. We send a lot at our companies. But I've got, so many times I've got questions like, especially from clients, is it okay if we send direct emails? Is it okay if we make cold calls? Is it okay if we don't send referral emails? Or they're not working the way we want? Is that okay? I'm like, yeah, like the point about predictable revenue is not about sending the damn email. It's about doing one action, whether that's sending a freaking carrier pigeon. If you can send 100 carrier pigeons a month, and that leads to some sort of response rate, and then to some sort of, are we a fit call, right? And that leads to some sort of AE appointment, and that leads to opportunities, and systematizing this. Carrier pigeons send pizzas, LinkedIn, I have clients that do cold calling door to door in person, whatever works. And this is, again, where people go wrong, is an email template doesn't work, and it doesn't work, we quit. I'm like, use your damn brain. What are you gonna do to get in touch with people? Yeah, there's templates out there. There's a ton of templates out there. I've got some, there's like thousands. Stop being so, needing people to tell you exactly what to do all the time. And remember, the goal is what can you do to get in touch with people? First touch, second touch, track the conversion rates, get to an are we a fit call. Again, what that is, we go into detail in Predictable University. Maybe this is mapping calls, maybe this is referral templates, could be LinkedIn, said carrier pigeons, sending books, knock on doors, I don't care what it is. It could be more than one thing. In fact, usually, again, it's account-based sales development or account-based prospecting. It's not about being too attached to one approach. You need more than one approach. You need to know how to send different types of emails, right? Direct, referral, follow. You need to have different types of phone calls. Maybe cold, I'm not a huge fan, but sometimes they work. Mapping calls, follow-up voicemails. It could be LinkedIn. Sometimes it works great, lots of times it doesn't. What in here, this mix of approaches can go into the top, be systematized, and have revenue come out the bottom. All right, just, again, people are so, tell me what to do. Sometimes I'm gonna tell you to figure it out. But again, in Predictable University, it's about do you know how to nail your niche? Do you know account-based sales development or account-based prospecting, going after the accounts? Do you have people who are trained to be adaptive, where if one approach doesn't work, they know they can go to a second, they can go to a third, they can think for themselves, they understand the problems. A huge trend are young people coming out of college who get into these roles, they don't know anything about business. You give them a template. If it works, great. If it doesn't work, they're sort of hosed because they don't understand the businesses. So how do you get them to understand that so they're more adaptive and they can be flexible in all their approaches to get the appointments and get the opportunities? So, next, there's last video in this little series. To mention, Predictable University is something we're going through details, not on the techniques. How do you nail a niche? What is account-based sales development? How do you train your people to be adaptable and flexible? What does it mean to build a team that doesn't just work for 3 months, but in 3 years? Something that's really sustainable. So again, thanks very much. Stay tuned for the last video.